Okay, so when you're using sellability and you're in the retailer section, you've chosen a retailer, or maybe you're using the new Chrome extension, have you ever looked at the discount section right here and thought, I really wish I could put something in there, that'd be awesome? Well, check this out. So there are lots of opportunities out there if we just open our minds a little bit and maybe break a couple of habits that we might have had prior to selling on Amazon. Now, let's take a look at some websites. So we get a pop-up on this particular store. 10% off your first order. Okay, now that might not seem like anything that's like mind-blowing, but 10% off your first order is 10% off of your first order. And if they're willing to do that on the first order, if you subscribe to the mailing list, chances are they'll probably do similar things like this every so often. And mailing lists as a seller are your friend. Now, the aim of reselling is to find the product for as cheap as possible. And obviously we can cheapen things further through the offers, the sales, the discounts that the stores are proactively trying to give us. We just haven't seen it. So for me, before Amazon, I probably would have clicked off of this, to be honest, without really reading too much into it, because I just want to get to the product I want to get to. This to me would just be an annoying pop-up and I wouldn't really pay any attention to it. But now this is integral. This is awesome. So signing up to a mailing list is dead easy. Like if it's not a pop-up, there'll be something typically at the bottom. They might have the form right at the bottom of the website, or just some way that you can access them. I mean, they've got a load of different discount options on this website anyway. And yeah, so they do proactively want you to join their mailing list. If it's not something that pops up at you or flashes or is right there at the bottom of the website, they will usually have something when you make a purchase with them. As you are checking out, they'll easily be somewhere to join a mailing list. And my little trick for you is, obviously no one likes spam mail, so my advice would be to make a new email account. So like, for example, Gmail is free. Just make a new Gmail account and devote that one to the mailing lists. Okay, so rather than cluttering up your important inboxes with spam and junk, A, that clutters up your inboxes, but B, if you're also trying to locate discounts and offers and things like that and all this news, you have to then sift through the emails that you do want and of course the junk and spam. So by having it all in its own separate account, devote that email inbox solely to mailing lists. That'll be so much easier for you. So yeah, stores proactively want to give you offers. At the time we're recording this, it's all back to school stuff, so lots of stores do have back to school offers and sales. There's loads of other points in the year when these sorts of things will happen. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Boxing Day sales, New Year's sales, at random periods throughout the year where there isn't really any notable events, but sometimes stores will just do these things anyway, just to try and get a bit of boost in sales and so forth, and clear out of older stock and so forth. Where do we have it on here? I think it was this one. Yep, sale up to 60% off, extra 20% off. Like, they scream these things. And also, if you're watching this and you happen to be a student or a blue light holder, lots of stores will honor things like that. So, you know, if you're a blue light card holder, 10% discount, 10% student discount. Some stores will only allow you to do one or the other, but you know, if you happen to have like both, there's also plenty of other stores as well that do let you stack these things. So yeah, there you go. Look, mailing list right there. They want you to sign up. Another example of a sale and so forth. And also, get yourself involved in any sort of like membership schemes that stores have. So this is Tesco Club Card, free to join. It's great for groceries, but also, you know, it reduces the price of lots of different items if you are a club card holder, and it's free to get a club card. So you will get discounts on things. So it just makes sense. Like, it's free, it's there, get it. And there's lots of other stores that have these sort of schemes going on. And not only can you get cheaper prices on things, but also you can, obviously, as you buy stuff, like say you consistently source from Tesco, maybe you do your groceries there as well, you will build up a number of points where you can do cool things like get vouchers for stuff, and obviously you can spend that on the stuff that you're buying for Amazon instead. So you could basically, if you saved up enough points, you could theoretically have enough points to pay for a shop, and no real money's been used for like one occasion. So things like that, or if you want to treat yourself and so forth, there's a bunch of benefits to having this, and it's like free to join, so it absolutely makes sense. And as I say, lots of other stores have things like this. They proactively want to give you offers and so forth if we just have a little bit of an open mind. So for all these things that I would just, as a typical like consumer, be a bit like yeah, and I wouldn't really read too much into it, as a seller it's a whole new thing. And if you are struggling with where to source from, like obviously there's so many stores available in Sellability, and of course it's very quick to work your way through them, but if you're thinking, oh, you know, I'm not going to get through all of them today, like which ones should I choose first and so forth, and you want to order it so you're covering all the stores that you want to cover in a session, have a look at your mailing list for sales, offers, things like that, where those things are being applied. Have a look through your mailing list. They'll make it blatantly obvious, and then go, oh yeah, XYZ store is having a sale on at the minute, so I'm going to make sure that I include these here, or maybe I'll add them via the Chrome extension and have that do the work. And then you could actually theoretically apply the discount amount, unless of course it's all something that you want to work out at the end with no discount applied here. But obviously, you know, if you're sick of going, oh, I really wish I could enter something in there, well, those are a few great ways that you could potentially do that. So hopefully this video helped, and thank you for watching.